Yay! I have returned at last after being an absolute mess for the last, oh god, almost week. I am so sorry about the delays and just the general mess that I am as a person and falling asleep when I should be streaming. I appreciate all of your patience and understanding with that. It was a long week, so I'm very happy it's over and it's the weekend and we can just enjoy all kinds of good things, including playing fun games. Hello, Finchy. How are you, friend? Happy Saturday. Um, just checking, making sure all of these things are running. Gotta get this up and going. Shouldn't be that far down. No. Shout outs. There it is. Refresh that. Okay. Let's check this. Make sure this is working. Ah, yeah. Okay. I think we are all good now. Probably get this up. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So sleepy already. Well, if this is your hi Tune. I assume that's you hosting. Thank you for that host before hosts go away forever. If this is your first time here at the channel, welcome. My name is Claire. I am an actual professor. I teach at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the case for literary merit in video games. In the class, we discuss literature, the definition of literature, and what storytelling elements can be combined to create this rather abstract concept that we call literature. Oh, and that one was you then. And then we ask if, by that definition, video games can be considered literature. More often than not, the answer to that question is yes, but of course this is an entirely subjective question. We discuss a variety of games in the course, including, but not limited to, The Last of Us, which we're discussing right now, What Remains of Edith Finch, The Beginner's Guide, Bioshock Infinite, Red Dead Redemption 2, among many others. And one of the few drawbacks of this course is I don't get nearly as much time to talk about some of these games as I'd like. Thus, this Twitch channel was born with the intention of playing through the games in their entirety, deconstructing the narrative, analyzing the characters, and working to understand what makes a game more than just a game, but an experience to be lived and embraced for the wider merit it provides the world as well as in our own lives. If that sounds up your alley, then you have come to the right channel, and I am very, very happy that you're here. We are discussing, why are my lights going off? Like, what did y'all do? I'm just getting some last minute things done for my dean. Ooh, nice. That's exciting. Oh, God. Lights keep going off in here. And I'm not getting any other announcements, so I don't know what the F's going on. Or if they're delayed alerts. Huh. Anyway, yeah, we are on part 6 of our playthrough of The Last of Us Part 1, the remastered. When last we left off, we unfortunately saw the demise of Henry and his little brother Sam through rather tragic and traumatic means. And we made it into Wyoming, where we've been searching for Tommy's brother, or Joel's brother, Tommy, and we found him. And now we are going to see where that leads us, because the objective was to find Tommy, have him take us to the Fireflies, and hopefully, get Ellie where she needs to be. Wyoming doesn't exist. Jackson, isn't that what it is? Jackson. They're going to Jackson. All right. Continue.
False alarm! They're friendlies.
Have you played through any of the Assassin's Creed games, Claire? I recently picked up Odyssey since it's free with Xbox Game Pass. I've been enjoying this. Oh yeah, big fan of the Assassin's Creed games. Obviously played through the Ezio, trilogy. Was it a trilogy or was it more than a trilogy? It was, two, three. I think it was a trilogy. I think he was in a trilogy. I think it was a trilogy. Yeah, I played through all the Ezio games, and then played 3, played 4, Black Flag, which is my all-time favorite. Played Odyssey, Unity. It didn't finish Syndicate. I thought Syndicate was kind of dumb. And Valhalla, which I loved. Valhalla is one of my favorites. Black Flag, I think, is my number one favorite. Valhalla's is up there. Story-based game like its predecessor, but even then, I love the characters and the it's really good. Odyssey is a really good one. So have you played other Assassin's Creed games before, or is this your first one?
We've been dealing with raids. A lot of bandits in this area.
It's been quiet for a few days.
What the hell are you doing here? I thought I'd find you in Jackson.
Been trying to bring the plant back to life.
We had it working before, but one of the turbines went south.
We have electricity, Joel. I had. We'll get it running again.
No way. You guys have horses.
We got a whole lot of them.
Hey, Tommy, give me a hand with this.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. He likes when you pet his ears. You ever ride one?
I actually have.
When have you ridden a horse?
Winston, this soldier back in the zone, he gave me lessons.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
Horsey.
There.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
No sweat.
I love
Let's
horsies.
continue the tour.
Honestly, that's my first foray. That's a good first one to get into.
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to head back this morning?
And it's a great game, so you'll enjoy it. It basically covers the entire origin of the...
You'll be fine. Just go home to your...
Well, no.
Just a couple more.
It's not the origin. That would be Assassin's Creed Origins, but Odyssey is an early, early in the franchise. Or early in terms of like the chronological order of the games. Black Flag was so good. Oh, Black Flag's amazing. I've been thinking of doing a lecture series on Black Flag. I didn't make it through Odyssey, but that was a timing issue. Something else just happened to come out and became more important. Yeah. No, that happens. It took me a long time to finish Odyssey, and it took me a long time to finish Valhalla too. Oh, yes, the question of the day. What is your favorite useless piece of info?
All right, look, take it easy.
Seems like they got this in pretty good working order.
Maria,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're in the control room. Steve's about to start it back up. You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
It's my turn anyway. I'll go.
I'll come with you. Go with Maria. Put some food in you.
Joel?
Come on, Ellie. Let's give the boys some space. I'm sending Tommy over. Stand by.
This will be the 6th time of them trying to get the turbines back online.
You notice how Ellie was super afraid of being separated from Joel, or like very opposed to the idea of being separated. Likely by this point she has never been away from him in the months that they've been traveling together. So there is gonna be some clinginess at this point, and I don't mean to use that in a derogatory way. I just can't really think of another word for it. But at Ellie's age, where she's already lost several people that she's formed an attachment with, and she's naturally formed an attachment to Joel at this point, based on the series of very traumatic experiences they now share together, that she's very opposed to being separated from him, even in a situation where it's clear that, they're safe. They're among people that they can trust, and that Joel clearly trusts. But Ellie's very opposed to it, and Joel was kind of dismissive of that. All the info I know is very useful.
Feels like forever.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
Yo, 21 months.
Go and make me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6 feet 2 in a compact, no slack.
Happy anniversary. Also, why TF doesn't Twitch give me notifications anymore? Frustrated.
That's weird. Yeah, Twitch has been weird the last few days. Maybe they're, you know, it's been a turbulent time for for Twitch at present. But thank you, 21 months. 21 months. Thank you so much, Mango. I think you're like the very first, I think you were my very first subscriber. Appreciate you.
I got something for you. Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it.
I have all the hair stuff packed, ready to color and cut. Yay! But only cut the back because I'm still trying to grow this out. Seems a little low today. Let me try to bump it a bit. See if that helps. Things all in general seemed a little low. Thanks, Toon. But yay! I'm very excited. Very excited to get to kind of fix up this color. Not that it was that bad, but you know.
Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean,
I've said I'm good.
okay. I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you. Privately.
Yeah, okay. Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
Yeah. Was that a little better tune with the sound? So there's a few, I think, clear things to call out right now. Tommy has found himself in a position where he's a very established, trusted member of a community. He has a role. He has a purpose. He's gotten married. He's in a relatively good position for living in a post-apocalyptic world. You know, we hear him talking about his community has transportation like horses. They have electricity. They have this plant that they're able to power to give themselves electricity, to be a pretty functional society. So that sense of purpose does a lot for a person's self-esteem and direction and you know, their moral compass. Something that Joel has very clearly lacked in the 20 years since all of this went down. Him presenting Joel with that photo is also symbolic of work that Tommy has already done to heal from what's happened. He's able to look at that photo and he's able to reflect on their past and their home without feeling an overwhelming sense of grief or pain. And this is work that Joel has not done yet, very clearly, by the fact that he just glances at the photo and hands it back to Tommy, and really refuses to elaborate on the subject any further. He very flatly tells Tommy that, you know, he's good. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want to continue the conversation. He doesn't want to take the photo. Him refusing to take the photo is also very symbolic of just the fact that he hasn't done the work. He's not going to do the work, or he's not willing to do so. And it's very telling of the directions that both that these brothers have gone since this infection really took hold of the world. And it can tell us a lot about where they're headed. We know that Tommy's we really understand, even from just meeting Tommy, we understand his direction, we understand his purpose, we understand really from a linear perspective where his life would realistically go. And we don't really know what that looks like for Joel, both because he hasn't told us that and because the life he chooses to lead is one that is of inherent risk and general chaos, really. So there is also, I think, some irony in the fact that the little brother is the one that's established and really has his life together, and the older brother really doesn't, and has some element of shame surrounding that. I think just based on the fact that he's so quick to shut down, really any meaningful conversation or vulnerability surrounding Sarah. Still a little quiet, but I think it's also quiet here, so I wouldn't make it louder yet. Okay, just let me know. I can probably bump it a little more if I need to.
I don't know what you heard, but you should see the town. We're over 20 families strong now. It was Maria and her father. They set up this place with the idea of being self-sustained. We had crops and livestock. Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore? We're doing it.
See?
What do you do for protection?
The adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence when we plant them.
Hey, you still gotta deal with infected though, right?
Who doesn't? But it's the world we live in.
Or maybe you don't have to be.
You sound like Marlene.
Bobby.
Hey, buddy.
That's Buckley. Not much of a guard dog. But he's good to have around.
That's a good boy.
I used to have, when I was a kid, I used to have a bulldog named Buckley. Ooh. He used to, whenever you look at a stamp, you consume 1/10 of a calorie. I already knew
These two
that.
geniuses are gonna bring this plant back to life.
We think we got it this time. You don't believe us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it 2.
We're almost ready. They just need to finish putting the shield back on.
No rush.
To the left. Watch it. Okay, that's good. Lower it. Slowly. All right. That's good. Tommy's here. We good to go?
Give me 1 second. Okay, good to go.
Ready?
Go ahead. Hit it. Here we go. God damn. We did it, boys. Nice work, boys. Somebody get on the horn and give Maria the good
Oh, never, Finchy.
news. You see that?
I just already know it.
That's pretty impressive. Looks like you're out $2 million.
All right, Joe. Let's go talk.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you know.
It's quite the crew you got here.
They're good men. This place gives them a second chance. Gives us all a second chance. So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Well, go on then.
She's immune.
Immune to what? Oh,
I've seen her,
come on.
I know I've seen her breathe enough spores to take down 12 men. And nothing. Now, I wouldn't have believed it neither. But I can show you.
right. I'll bite. Why bring her here?
I was supposed to deliver to the Fireflies. The way I figure they're your boys, you finish the job, you collect the whole damn payment.
I haven't seen a Firefly in years.
You know where they are. Now, I'm not asking for much, Tommy. I just want some simple gear, enough to set me on my way.
What makes you think I'd do this for you?
This isn't for me, Tommy. This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now. You ain't talking about some walk in the park here.
Jesus, boy. Have Maria get some of your born-again friends to do it.
They got families, too.
Tommy, I need this.
You want some gear? Sure. But I ain't taking that girl off your hands.
This is how you gonna repay me, huh?
Repay you?
For all those goddamn years I took care of us.
Took care? That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it.
I bring you the cure from mankind, and you want to play the pissy little brother.
We ain't back in Boston. You lay your hands on me again, it won't end well for you.
The hell is that?
We're under attack. You still remember how to kill, right?
Yeah.
Shit! Bandit! Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
Must be up? Where are they at? Okay, yeah, they're up here. Terrible shot. Twitch is a perfectly functional platform. I don't know what you're talking about. How did that miss, man? Get out of here.
Let's get a move on!
That definitely didn't miss. Woo! Blew his face off. Damn. Ooh, nice. Ow. Get out of here with that.
Watch out!
Oh wow, that sucked. Oh, hello. Ooh, nice. Tools upgrade. Ooh. Ow.
You guys see anything?
We got him.
Let's get to the bridge.
Ooh, that sucked.
Tommy! Bandits! They're breaking into the building!
Can you get out of there?
No, we're trapped.
We're gonna come to you. Just stay.
They're here! Ellie, hide!
Maria, God damn it.
Oh, that thing is dope. Oh, that's very gory. Yeah, it's pretty gory. This game doesn't pull any punches. God, El Diablo is a great gun. El Diablo. Well, that sucked. That was right in his chest. What are we talking about here? Ow. Let's see here. What are my options? And this? This isn't gonna go far enough. Let's try moving up. Ooh, we got that guy down. Good job.
They're fighting on the bridge. Let's go.
That's all those sons of bitches.
Ooh, nice. Go me.
We gotta get to the girl.
Right behind you.
Right there. Joe, do your thing.
Do your thing. And Joel, kill lots of people. Okay. Should probably heal up.
Hey, go. Okay, go. Got it.
Watch my back.
I got him.
Holy shit.
We're all dead. Tommy?
Maria?
I'm all right. The kid's with me.
I was too damn close.
Too damn close.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh man, they were coming in from every direction. Then Maria was like, "We gotta run!" And so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
God damn it. You talk to you.
Absolutely not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
Maria, I can't have this hanging over my head.
Do you have any idea how many men we lost here today?
Hey, what's that all about? Does that have anything to do with me?
Talk about it later.
Did he tell you where the lab is?
We'll talk about it later.
Later. Right.
One fuck up and then I turn into one of those widows, okay?
I have to do this. I don't know what else to say.
Fine.
Maria.
Here we go.
You. If anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
She's thankful, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take that girl of yours to the Fireflies. You don't have to worry about it.
It's best this way.
Well, maybe some real good will come of this.
I need to talk to Ellie.
Say again, I didn't hear you. Joel!
What is it?
That girl of yours. She took one of our horses and rode off.
Damn it. Which way?
Come on.
I just saw her riding on out of here.
Go back inside. Help the others clean the place up.
Okay. Be careful out there.
I feel I like that this game doesn't indulge in any sort of power fantasy a lot of other games go for. You're not necessarily the best at anything, and if you mess up, you will die. It really contributes to how helpless the characters must feel it all the time, and I really love that about The Last of Us. Yeah, I agree, and especially I feel like the grounded difficulty, so like the hardest level difficulty, is probably the most I think accurate towards what you're saying, because not only are you clearly not the best of the best, it's very much like a one shot, one death kind of thing. But there are even less resources that you can find in the world. So it really becomes like, every item that you find is a precious commodity that, you use it the wrong way and you die. And, or you misuse it, and that's one, it may make the next encounter even harder. So, it really says a lot about the world we're in. And I hadn't really thought about it that way, but it's true. Joel is not just like a god tier survivor. He's had to work for it, and he, just like anyone else, he can make a mistake and be killed. Anyone can even the most seasoned person can make a mistake and be killed. I was watching something interesting actually a few weeks ago. Just stumbled on my feed in YouTube about how to detect the signs of drowning. And what's so interesting is that in all these scenarios where they showed, actual people drowning and you had to point them out, it was like in pools and stuff where there were a lot of people, it was actually very hard to tell who the person was that was drowning, because the signs of drowning are not very obvious. It's not like the very, the characteristic displays you see of people like flinging around, be like, help, I'm drowning. That it's actually silent. And that even the most seasoned, experienced swimmer can drown. That all it takes, because drowning is literally the instinctual panic that takes over when you're in a situation where you can't breathe, or you can't get yourself to a situation or safety where you can breathe, and you go into your instinctual fight or flight mode, and all of the training and all of your experience just goes completely out the window, and you will drown. So it has happened to the most seasoned and experienced swimmers, lifeguards, what have you. And so it's something to be careful about. And I feel like that concept is the same even with this world. The most experienced person can make the most simple mistake, and that's it. And you really do feel that in this game. And the facial expressions, as always, too. And I feel like we could talk about that till we're blue in the face. But yeah, those facial expressions are accurate as fuck. Now let's go ride horsies.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, Joel projecting onto Tommy and to say that, you know, that this is for your damn cause. This is all, like, the Fireflies thing is your thing. I want nothing to do with it. The only reason he doesn't want to do it is because he understands what, like, he's developing a closeness with Ellie, and he does not want to once again be put in that situation where he has to protect somebody else. It's too risky for him.
She couldn't have gotten far. We'll find her. Don't worry.
And that says a lot, because he's willing to put his own brother at risk.
Nothing like this. What's going on?
He's willing to put his own brother at risk because he just doesn't want to do it.
Get him.
Because it's too painful for him. That really says a lot about how deep of shit he's in. Or how caught up he is in his own bullshit, that he can't see how unreasonable he's being, and how much he's trying to make logic out of fucking nothing. What's this?
Horse tracks. She went into these woods.
Ellie, what are you thinking?
There. More tracks. Okay, good.
All right, come on. Here you go.
He doesn't want to fail another person the same way he might feel like he failed his own daughter. If he does fail her, if he's found out, he doesn't want to be entirely at fault for her death or her fury, should Ellie find out about his plan to turn her into the Fireflies. Yeah. I think that there's a myriad of reasons, and they're all rooted in that same fear of failure and loss. I think loss remains a huge, huge part of this. And he still has not recovered from... Still hasn't really recovered from Sarah's death.
Too goddamn many.
Move it up. Go around. I'll cover you.
Take care of it. Hey, I wasn't gonna do anything. You're the ones that decided to shoot us. Joel's daughter's death is definitely the driving force behind his choice even after his... Oh, yeah. It's a driving force behind everything. I would dare to say just about damn well everything. God. Damn. All right, all right. Hello. Come on out. I see you back there. Okay. If you insist. She dies at the beginning. Yes. So who knows how many questionable things he's done over the course. Yeah, and we've talked about that a bit. He's not a perfect person the way he's rationalizing his choices. Yeah. He's not a perfect person, and if anything, he's allowed that sole mistake to really influence the choices that he makes. Oh, that was kind of dumb on my part. Okay, I'm going back down. Oh. I'll try that again. I was being a little too ambitious.
You up, motherfucker!
Aye. You guys are... These guys are annoying as hell. Alright, we're gonna move up here. Bye, bitch.
Okay, go!
I do not see where that is coming from. I'll go around the back. Oh, there it is. Ooh.
Move up! Got it.
Yes, El Diablo.
Don't let him get away! Is he over there? He's gone. Fan out. Okay, check over there.
Boom. I feel like I talk about D&D a lot, but the character my partner plays recently went through the loss of his mentor and his closest friend, in the party after a PC death. The choices have been almost toxically in character. He's deliberately hurting himself to keep others safe out of guilt, and the frenzied need to keep the other party members safe. And you know what's funny? That's like the polar opposite of what Joel does as a character. Oops, don't scratch there. Joel tries to ensure he is never in a situation where he has to take care of another person. Like, that is his MO, just to, abort at all costs. Don't ever find yourself in a position where you need to take care of someone else. And it sounds like your partner's character, it's like the reaction is seeking absolution from that failure. If I just need another chance, I need to absolve myself of what happened. And I will at whatever the cost. And those are both extreme. Those are both, I think, extreme levels of that spectrum. That you don't, I think that are represented a lot in different mediums. But it's interesting to compare them in that way, or to look at them in that way.
Hell is this guy?
Oh, you're gonna pay for this, asshole!
Anyone else?
That's all of them.
Come on, back to the horses.
All right, we've just killed a fuck ton of people. Back to the horses. Why is this a house with no doors? Like, why is this here? This has no doors. I don't understand why it exists in this way. Okay. I think I'm mostly healthy now. Now, let's switch this one out for the pistola. Was it like, is the coast clear? Like a band name, a house with no doors. It sounds like a book. Sounds like the next great American novel.
Come on. Tracks keep going this way. Just hope they didn't get to her.
And I also sense some genuine concern in Joel over Ellie's well-being, which is exactly what he doesn't want. And that's the thing. You can fight something to the end of time. You can fight your feelings, but they're going to happen in spite of you. They're either going to happen whether you welcome them or whether you try your best to resist them. We are not in control of of these types of emotions. We're not in control of who we come to care about and who we don't come to care about. If we did, probably be easier. But alas, we are a foolish species.
Look, by the ranch. That's our horse. She's got to be there. Area looks clear.
Feelings are sticky. You'll find them on you even if you try to avoid them. Yeah. I like maggots.
Be careful.
Ellie? Ellie?
I'm up here.
Christ.
I'll keep an eye out. Reckon you guys need to have a chat.
Thanks, Tommy. Well, that's a cool model ship. I've always wanted a ship like that. I have no use for one, but it'd be cool to have. This is a huge house, dang. It's a big ass rat. Okay, maybe this fall. Craft another. Nope, not yet. Savage Starlight. Ah, perfect. I do love these. Will you open? No. Nice. Don't think there's anything here. There's not. I know where she is. Like, I'm not... I know where Ellie is, for God's sake. Okay, now I can craft some Molotov cocktails. I love Molotov cocktails.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area
Oh,
better
fuck
than...
that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me.
Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone.
I got two walking in.
There's more inside already.
First thing I noticed as part of that remaster, in that scene in this remaster, is how Joel's eyes got huge. Yeah, that is rough. But Joel's eyes got huge when Ellie said Sarah's name. And I also noticed spittle coming off of Joel's lips when he was yelling. Little things like that amplify this moment so much more than the previous iteration of this game. Holy shit. And the way that you see Ellie's eyes turn red and they start to glisten, and everything about that, like, it's a powerful conversation even before all that, but you add that and it's just like ice in your veins. Ellie has effectively challenged Joel and called Joel's bluff. And I would venture to guess that this is the first time, or one of the only times, that Joel has even heard Sarah's name out loud in many years. So the way that he was so quick to stop Ellie from saying another word, that tells you where he's at in his grief process. But it also goes to show how closed off Joel is from other people's experience in this world. He has consumed himself in his own grief that he's pretty much forgotten that other people have feelings and that other people have endured loss and other people have to bear the consequences of Joel's decisions. So by Ellie saying to Joel, everyone that I've cared for has died or left me, is to say to him, this isn't a pissing contest, but let me wake you up to the reality here. You've lost people and I have lost people. I am in the process of losing people. Like, wake the fuck up. Realize where you are and what's happening and what's right in front of you. And your behavior and your callousness is going to get people killed. It's going to put Tommy at risk and it's going to put Ellie at risk. All to protect his own ego and his own vulnerability. Joel's being incredibly selfish. He doesn't realize it, but he hasn't done the work to heal from his trauma. Ellie is a reminder of his trauma, and he will do anything in his power to get that as far away from him as possible. So Ellie's direct challenge to that is a threat to him. So when he says, "You're not my daughter," I've said before, I've said in the past that I feel like when Joel says that, he's trying to intentionally hurt Ellie to create distance between them. But I think ultimately now, playing this game again, I would venture to say that really he's saying that more for himself. He's saying that to himself. He wants to avoid creating those attachments more than he wants to hurt Ellie. Because it's not about hurting Ellie. It's doing everything possible to avoid giving himself an additional hurt. And avoid that pain of the loss of Sarah. Everything that he has done to this point in his life since the apocalypse has been to prevent that kind of pain at the expense of a lot of other people. And Joel's just had probably the first reckoning in 20 years. So even though this conversation has been abruptly cut short, it's going to linger with both of them. It's clearly not going to be the end of that reckoning. The details the developers added is icing on what was already an immaculate cake. The VA's delivery. Joel Baker and Ashley Johnson. Like, I wish they had like Academy Awards for voice actors, especially in games. Like, it's such an incredible performance by the two of them. Like, honestly, it's remarkable how well they did for this role. It's one down. Gotcha, bitch. Oh. Won something at the game. Yeah, she did. She won a game award. And that's all well and good, but she deserves a fucking Oscar for it. Also, including in her work for The Last of Us 2, honestly. She was incredible. Yeah, and I do remember she won BAFTAs for the role.
Hang back.
Ooh.
All right, house is clear.
Let's get back to the horses.
All right, we've murdered a bunch more people. Let's go back to our horses. Ooh. Missed this room. Ooh. See if we can upgrade anything. Ooh, yes. Please get rid of weapon sway. Ashley in an airport once. Oh, no kidding! I met Troy Baker at Comic-Con a few years ago. He is also very nice. But tell me about having that, tell me that story.
Here.
I'd love to hear that story.
You want a hand up?
I got it.
Yes, Toon. Go back to sleep.
There she is. Kids will be watching movies tonight.
Where is this lab of theirs?
It's all the way out, University of Eastern Colorado.
Go Bighorns. Ellie, get off your horse. Give it on back to Tommy. I'm gonna hang on to this fella, if that's all right with you. Go on, don't make me repeat myself.
What are you doing?
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Sorry for stealing your horse.
Look, come back to town. Let's discuss it at least.
You know me, my mind's all made up. University, Eastern Colorado. How do I find this lab?
It's in the science building. Looks like a giant mirror. You can't miss it.
You take care of that wife of yours.
There's a place for you here, you know?
You good?
I'm good.
Adios, little brother.
Okay.
I bumped into her in the TSA line in New York and recognized her from Blind Spot and Critical Role. Yeah, I know she's on Critical Role. Gave her a quick hug after some minor fangirling. Didn't take a picture because she was late for her flight. Oh, but that's so sweet. A 30-second interaction, but it was super cool. That's sweet, though. That's sweet that she still took the time for you. And, I've heard she's really, really nice. And, it's nice to see when celebrities like that don't get like a massive chip on their shoulder and, they still are, how do you say it? Just like that ability to like, appreciate their fans, because so many people just let it get to their heads. That's how I felt with Troy. Like when I met him, like the way that he just like made eye contact with me and like talked to me like I was a person, wanted to know my name, where I was from, and like, when I told him about how much I loved The Last of Us and how much the game meant to me, and we started talking about individual scenes, and even though I'm sure he had heard it a million times about people who love the game or the games he's been in, he was so just like appreciative and like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, that means so much to me. I really am so glad that you liked it. And like, just like really, like, it seemed like every time he hears that, it doesn't get old. It's still something that's just like as fresh as it was the first time, or at least he acted like it. And, that meant a lot to me. It's as if, treating you like you're the only person in the room and giving you all of, giving me all of his attention. So, I have some signed stuff from him. I have a picture with him too. It was awesome. I really, really loved that experience. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that Ashley Johnson is the same way. So to that scene we just watched, I want to point out first the way that Joel's face as they were riding back. You know, I think during that ride, you really got that chance to do that reckoning that we were talking about from he and Ellie's conversation. And realized that she was right. And even in the way that he kind of jokingly says to Tommy, like, you know, I'm scared of your wife or whatever, was really his way of conceding there's no reason for me to put you at risk. You do have a life. You do have a family. This is my task. This is my, this is my burden. And I think it also goes to show he cares about Ellie. And I think this is him, you know, being able to finally admit to himself how important Ellie has become to him, that it's now important to him to finish this journey, get her on to Colorado. I wish I could get the opportunity to talk with her now, because I would have loved to talk about Critical Role. It was really cathartic. I really need to, like, there's so much I don't know about D&D. Like, I've never played it, but I really, really want to learn. I just need to get, like, the right group of people together and, you know, get in and play it. But yeah, I think it's a really important moment for Joel and Ellie, and a really important concession from Joel. Hello, Interruptus. How are you, friend? Good to see you. What was I? I promise I had a point here. But yeah, I think that realization that, you know, he's going to be putting his brother needlessly at risk, and that other people have suffered, as opposed to just him, allowed Joel to get past that hurdle of closing himself off and realizing that he can use this as an opportunity to make amends and to heal himself, in some sense, heal that part of his heart that is bruised from what happened. So it's beautiful and cathartic, I think, for both of them. And at a time when Ellie was afraid that she was going to lose somebody else that she had come to care very deeply for, Joel finally changes that narrative for her, which is huge for her. So both of them got something that they really needed through that resolution, which is going to carry them, I think, through the remainder of the story. Yeah, how are you doing, Interruptus?
Let me see if I get this straight. If you mess up your fourth down, then you give the ball to the other team?
Right, it's called turnover.
And if you clear the 10 yards, then you're back at first down?
First down, that's right.
Man, it's confusing.
You just gotta play it a couple times. It all makes sense.
Foosball. How cool. This is gorgeous.
Okay. None of these
Yes, sports ball.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
Happy second shift, Interrupted. Interrupted. Don't feel obligated to stay in mod if you're tired. I think Mango is here lurking, so she can handle mod duties. Okay, good. Yeah, how long I cling to consciousness. Okay, good. Do not feel obligated. Tough question.
Stay, Callus. What kind of name is Callus, anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Careless.
Yes. What is your favorite piece of useless information? Interrupt us. I'm sure you have plenty of it. Yeah. Flamethrower, baby. Claire already knew my fact, so it was rendered extremely useless. Gosh. Well, the thing is, like, Interruptus is a wealth of just general knowledge, so I'm sure he knows a thing or two that's, like, useless. I'm sure he does. Any information is useless. Even the calories of stamps is useful. Toon Wolf, never get rid of your sheer optimism. Oh, yes. Gears.
Let's see what we got.
Why are you panting, Joel? We weren't moving that fast. I know you're old, but my God. Alright, what can we do? Wait, no. I'm not interested in upgrading the flamethrower. The flamethrower is fine. The flamethrower is great. Increases the range. That might be nice. More rounds. That might actually be useful.
That'll do.
That'll do. If I ever knew anything about anything, I've forgotten it. Oh, stop it. I've learned things from you. I just can't remember them right now. We have to see if what useless information I know. Oh, did you know that the term sideburns, you know, that we use for, you know, those very long sideburns that some men like to sport, was developed because as a result of the man who really invented the style, I guess he didn't invent it, but first sported the style. His name was General Burnside. And he had these big, fluffy sideburns. He was a Civil War general. And the term sideburns was born of that. There's your useless fact for the day.
There was a lookout here.
That's a good sign.
Didn't they say people were coming? What's the point of being out here if nothing happens? Mayor, quit your bitching. Plenty of time to head up there. Head up here working guard duty on the science lab. That's the true misery. 5 new recruits from Chicago, QZ. Finally, one of them gave me a pack of smokes for doing a good job. Sweet. October 5th, 6 guys from HQ. Takes 6 guys to deliver 1 truck? Must be worse out there than I remember. By the way, snagged 2 apples from one of the crates. Left you one. Enjoy. Supply delivery from HQ. October 31st, 10 million werewolves. Let them in just for you, Andrea. Happy Halloween. 11:15, Recon went to scavenge supplies from town. Roger yelled at me for sleeping. Prick. Recon returned. December 20th, biologist from San Francisco. 3 new recruits as escorts. Guy's a real asshole. Watch out for him. At least they wished me a Merry Christmas. Didn't feel like telling them I was Jewish. February 22nd. 10 crates from Utah Hospital. A lot of lab stuff. A lot more mouths to feed with all those scientists. 4 veterans wrangling supplies. March 4th. Veterans who left back in February. Holy shit, we got chicken. You better call me over as soon as they serve dinner. Supplied down from Dallas QZ. 12 veterans to Boston QZ. Wished them luck. 3 doctors. No idea why they left. John said something about scouting. But for what? Recruits out. But for what? August 20th. 4 10-ton trucks and a flatbed. 1 personnel carrier truck. 2 veteran drivers. New blood. New blonde guy was giving me eyes. I hope he sticks around. By the way, what's with all the commotion? Is anyone going to tell us what's going on? Interesting. That's the end of that.
Go, shoot.
So, these places, people would live here and just study, even though they were all grown up?
Yeah, study, party, and find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives.
What they wanted to do with their lives. That's a giant ram. You guys were like some idol worshippers.
When it came to sports, hell yeah.
I think that's new. I don't remember that from the base game. You guys worshipped animals. I mean, it's true. Thinking about it in hindsight.
It's that time of year.
Also, the haptic feedback I'm getting from the headset is wild.
Hey, over there. Is that it?
It does look like a giant mirror.
I guess this isn't useless, but it's just not a very well-known fact outside of the music world. In their time, both Franz Liszt and Niccolo Paganini were accused of having sold their souls to the devil to acquire their virtuosity. No shit. That is interesting, actually. Like, you are so good, you had to have sold your soul to the devil. Like, straight up. No one is just that gifted. No. Nope, you sold your soul.
How many people you think are there? Fireflies, I mean.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
You think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure. whoa. What is it?
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. I'll go check it out.
You sure?
Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
All right, we gotta go kill a bunch of runners. Let me see. Like, if you listen to La Campanella, you can kind of see why they thought that. The song is absolutely insane. It's pretty but very frantic. Like me!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That was the wrong gun!
And that's that.
That was definitely not what I intended, but... was trying to throw a Molotov cocktail, but here we are, I guess. Listen, it worked. Yeah, I guess. Shit. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was thinking I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact.
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself? Would have been cool. I'm just saying.
I just killed 6 people. She probably heard all of the screaming and all of the chaos. And all the, she's thinking, you know, I would have wanted to be an astronaut. I'm starting to realize that that was very dumb. That's just like doesn't seem to jive. We had to rig up the door to the generator upstairs. Please use it sparingly as we're running out of gas. Interrupted. Okay. Well, I plugged it in. An astronaut, you say? Noted. I just killed 6 people.
What about you? What'd you want to be?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
Shut up.
Oh, serious?
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please.
You gotta think how monumental this is. That we have reached a point where Joel is willing to tell Ellie about, like, the fun little factoids of his life. Like, something that might have, you know, that any of us would deem like, oh, an embarrassing thing we wanted to be when we were younger. He just told Ellie. That's a whole other level of vulnerability. It also makes me curious. What did you guys want to be when you were growing up? I wanted to be a veterinarian. Oh, looks like there's something here. There might be
I'll stay
something.
with Callus.
I hate that name.
I don't know if I've ever been in here. Oh, there's been. I wanted to be a doctor until the first time I saw blood outside a body. Oh, really? That changed your mind pretty quickly? I haven't thought about that for ages. Really? You can't think of anything you wanted to do when you were a kid? Let's put this back on.
Scoot back.
Aw.
How to make robots in video games.
Yeah, old mess.
Really? Forgive me, Interruptus, if this sounds dumb, but didn't you used to be able to, or don't you know how to, like, your level of programming, could you make a video game if you wanted to? And please do forgive my ignorance.
Hey, look. Fireflies.
I see it.
This is good. First sign of fireflies. That was kind of awesome.
First time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey.
Concessions. Probably an artist. Still a ton to make that happen. I also haven't drawn in years. Oh, so like a traditional artist? Were you into like painting or drawing, or was there like a specialty you enjoyed? It was an endless runner, sort of like, no shit.
Maybe these guys like to keep a low profile.
Yeah, maybe.
But with guns, no shit. That's cool. That's actually awesome for both of you. Yeah. Unfortunately, being as bad at math and chemistry as I am, that pretty much ended any hope of me ever being a vet. Nor the bighorns. Anything here? No? Okay.
All right, let's try that gate. I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
You too.
There it is. This won't budge.
Getting slammed here. Must beef up barricades. Infected. Slipping through here. Need to reinforce all stadium and bookstore exits. Yeah, I actually had a piece featured. No way! What was the piece, if you don't mind my asking? You'd probably enjoy talking to our friend Spin Kitty. She is herself an artist, but she's also a, forget the official name of it, but she models for artists at local colleges. Really interesting job. She's a really interesting person. The museum was doing a theme in my county for space, and I submitted a drawing of a space shuttle launch in like 6th grade or something. Still, that's cool. Was it a painting or drawing, charcoal? I'm just so curious. Please excuse my curiosity. Oh, nice. Crayons. Love that. Love that for you. But hey, don't let your dreams be dreams.
Damn it, spores.
Oh, crap. That is never a good thing when we see them spores. I love that little comment where Ellie tells Joel she wants to be an astronaut because of the scene it sets up in the sequel and the implication that Joel was paying attention and remembered. I hadn't thought of that, Interruptus, but you're right. You're right. Which is, honestly, like, may I say, a fucking beautiful scene. In a really awful and sad game. Both, Finchy, both. Well, okay. I don't want to say that The Last of Us 2 is bad. I don't think it was a bad game. I think that the way that they set it up, I was angry about what I felt was false advertising. And I'm kind of like, I've kind of had a thing where I didn't really want to talk about The Last of Us 2 while we're playing 1. You know, mostly to avoid spoilers for people that haven't played 2, but, you know, so spoilers if you don't want to hear that. I'm going to wait, actually, for this one to turn around. So, I think it's a beautifully done game. I think it's a very powerful story, and I think for a lot of folks who understood and could appreciate the story that they were trying to tell, it does the job. My frustration, like I said, was what I felt was false marketing and false advertising. The way that, you know, they chose to market they chose to market the game as if it was going to be another Joel and Ellie, you know, take on the world kind of thing, by kind of editing scenes for the trailer to make it look like Joel was going to be there in that part of the game, which we learned was not true. So that made me angry, because they didn't have to do that. There was plenty of ways they could have marketed and shown those scenes and clips without giving away, you know, what happens to Joel in the game. So that made me angry. And I felt like they did that to set up the shock factor more. And I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I think that it's disrespectful to your fan base. And I think that that you can lose an element of trust in that way. So I was mad about that. But to me, like, in terms of the story, I don't think that it made for a bad story. I think it was beautifully executed. And I think that it ended the way that it was supposed to. Which was so tragic and so painful to me that I have decided that I will never play the game again. And that's just a personal choice, and it has nothing to do with thinking it was a bad game or anything like that, because I don't think it was a bad game. But to me, it didn't have the same replay value as the first game. Is the game itself a worthy successor? I do think that it is a worthy successor. And I think that just based on the way, and we can talk more about this, I think, when we finish 1, but I think that it's a fair, how would I phrase it? It's an appropriate, chain of events based on the decisions that Joel makes in The Last of Us 1. I had no preconceptions. Maybe that's why. And maybe honestly, Interruptus, maybe if I hadn't seen the trailers and watched the sneak peeks and stuff like that, maybe I'd think the same as you. Honestly, maybe I would. But, like, for me, it was really that sort of false advertising that pissed me off. It was like, you didn't have to edit scenes to make it look like Joel was there. You didn't have to do that. You could have easily marketed or used other scenes, and it would not have given away the core story that you were trying to tell. But you chose to do that. Like, you made a very clear choice to do that. I don't know why I'm sneaking around. Honestly. We could just flamethrow this guy. And really just be done with it. I also know one of the other VAs got a lot of hate for the role she had, which was really sad to see. Was it Abby? God, what's the name of the actress? Because she was excellent as Abby. She was excellent, and it wasn't the vitriol she got wasn't fair. Yeah, Laura Bailey. Thank you. The what happened to her was 100% not fair. You can hate the character of Abby, and a lot of people, including me, did. But it is not fair to hate on it was not fair to hate on Laura Bailey that way. Whew. Yeah, he was a chonky boy. Got him. He was a firefly. All I got was fucking 4 pistol shots from that. That was bullshit. Alright, I think we killed everything, though. At least now I don't have to rush. Excuse me. Okay, I think we're out of Spore City now.
Joel, are you okay? What happened in there?
More infected. I'm fine.
Here, come up on the gate.
Oh, I gotta pull it all the way up, huh? Fine. There we go.
Let's try the gate.
You did it!
Yeah. Come on through. Scooch.
Those clickers. You think they were fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mm.
No guards. No nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
Hey, goodies. Alright. Give me knife.
Have you ever been to one of these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
From everything we have seen in Joel and Ellie's interactions to this point, this is S-tier communication. Ellie is young, so it's not unusual at all for her to ask questions and want to learn more about Joel. And Joel did a very healthy thing by expressing a boundary in a polite but firm way. When Ellie, asked a question that Joel wasn't comfortable with, he drew a line. And when Ellie, sought confirmation, he was like, yeah, that's too much. And Ellie stopped. And I think that that's really telling of how their relationship has evolved and how most healthy relationships can exist. And it's through establishing healthy boundaries and what you are comfortable talking about and not comfortable talking about. I think that's a big thing that dooms a lot of relationships. Not all of them, but a lot. And whether that's romantic or friends or family or anything else, being unable to express your boundaries in a healthy or constructive way, which Joel has been not doing up to this point, can be really detrimental to your relationships. He's learning to do it now in a healthy way. And that's going to continue to help him grow and, be a better person, be the type of person that Tommy is willing to invite into their town. Tommy said to Joel, there is a place for you. And I want to believe that by him saying that really is another element that gives Joel hope for growth, and to evolve and to become better and to learn to heal. And then I think even by talking about some of these things slowly with Ellie is also helping him heal. He's just not ready yet for this next part of the process, and that's okay. It takes time. So he did the right thing by expressing a very clear boundary to Ellie, and a boundary that she respected. I think it's also important to call out he used Sarah's name. So that's something else he's learning to heal from. Nice. Ooh, another pendant. Getting a lot of these.
Are we ever gonna find living fireflies?
We better.
You can also see the more we progress through this area, the more panicked Ellie seems to get.
Scoot you on back. Come on.
Hey, what about over there?
Over where, Ellie? Use your words.
All right, not what I had in mind, but it'll do.
Come on, you just whatever. You know what? Whatever. Oh.
All right, we're inside. Come on, kiddo, give me your hand. There you go.
Thanks. Let's look around.
Look at her taking the lead on stuff. Proud of you.
Hello? Where are they?
Give me that ammo, baby.
Let's do this.
let's... Can go through armor, yeah. Oh, not enough yet, boo. More rounds before having to reload? Yeah. Oh, dang. All of these are level 4. Bullshit! What about Shorty? What can I do with Shorty? Alright, we'll fire faster. That's always a good thing. Reload faster or faster spread? I guess we can do both. Definitely, let's increase the spread. And we'll increase this reload speed. Perfect. Okay.
Now there we go.
Hello? Nice.
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies!
Jesus, you scared the shit out of me, Ellie.
Here for mankind over here. Anyone?
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
I don't get it.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
There are no bodies. That's good, right?
We found out where they went.
Fair point.
So it's probably clickers.
No, clickers don't hide.
It's a ghost. Well, it should let me open here. I keep seeing the logo for it. There we go. Knew it. Cool.
We lost 2 more guards to infected attacks. They're about to go have another goddamn meeting about the safety of this lab. All of our equipment is here. All of our data is here. All the personnel have gotten used to living here. I'm gonna run another test. Otherwise, this incompetence will drive me insane.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. We just like hopelessly turned around. Is that what's happening here?
At least it ain't clickers.
No fireflies either. Well, maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
That's 4 pallets of lab equipment all packed up and ready to go. Now, the big question is, what do we do with all you guys? They say the tainted batch needs to be put down. You know what I say? I say screw that. Who made a bigger sacrifice than you, right? Anyone deserves to run free out there. Hey, easy! Shit. Oh no. It bit me. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Got bit.
Glad we didn't mess with them monkeys.
He didn't say where they went.
I know, let's just keep looking.
Bit by a tainted monkey.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... Fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Come on.
Looking for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there. Still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What?
Fireflies?
Get down.
Oh,
Definitely not fireflies.
what the fuck are these guys?
Don't matter. We know where to go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Hello, Spin. Thank you. Appreciate you. Anyone else want to run at me? How rude of them to come swinging at you. You know, wouldn't be the first time. I have that effect on people, I suppose.
Lose him!
Way to take him out, Joel. Good job, Ellie. Way to be useful.
There he is.
You guys are very eager to die. Alright, thanks for hanging for a bit, Spin. You're the best. I love this gun.
You asshole!
Don't look if you're easily grossed out, chat.
What do you want me to do? What? Oh man.
I'm gonna need you to pull.
Okay. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Let's get to the damn horse.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't see anyone. Let's go. Joel? How we doing?
Yeah, fuck indeed.
Can you handle the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. God, that must hurt like
Come
hell.
on, move! Shit.
I see you. Come on, man.
All right. Just stay here. I'm gonna flank this asshole.
Ellie. Those were my friends you killed, asshole. Come on out. You want to do this the hard way? Ah! You little bitch! Ah!
Yeah, I feel you there, Finch.
We gotta get you out of here.
I'm okay.
You're not okay, Joel! Now come on!
Ellie's stepping up here in a time of crisis
Move it!
is massive
There's no one here. Hurry.
because Joel is giving her permission to. Really.
You're doing good. Just keep at it.
I'm coming.
Through these double doors. Oh, man. Here, lean on me.
No.
Well, can you walk?
Yes.
Then fucking walk!
See, she feeds off him. She's feeding off that energy. I think it fuels her. Which is what I mean by giving her permission to take the lead.
Come on. There's the exit. Just a little bit more, come on.
Come on, Ellie. Come on, Joel. And fucking walk. I know, right?
What?
Ellie!
The kid's got a gun! Watch out! Hey!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You little shit!
Joel. Here, stand up. Put your arm around me. All right, let's go. Swear to God, I get you out of this. You're so singing for me.
You wish.
And that's also a way to distract him. And keep his mind focused.
Wait here. I'll get the door.
Take your time.
Come on. There you go.
Fuck.
Oh, shit!
Come on.
Just get the horse.
All right.
Grimdark zombie apocalypse campaign fucking for real.
Can you get on?
I think we're safe.
Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
look away if you love little bunnies.
This won't last very long. You'll just startle it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where'd you go?
That's my favorite clip. That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's so fucking funny. Like, it's horrible, but it's really funny. Oh, God. Let me make sure it... Yeah, restart. Yeah, okay. We're at the right checkpoint. That's where we're gonna leave it tonight. I think that's a pretty good spot to leave it. Whew. Well, chat, thank you for hanging out for another really, really fun one. A doozy of one, but a fun one nonetheless. Oh, where am I? Hold on. Why are you being difficult? Come on. Why am I struggling? You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Yay! Yes, Miss Mango, I will see you tomorrow. As for the rest of you, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Birria ramen! Birria ramen! Birria ramen! It's gonna be great! Mango's coming over to do my hair, and I'm excited about... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Let's see who's on. Where do I want to send you guys to? Let's go see Jay. We haven't gone to say hi to Jay in a while, and he's currently playing Fall Guys, and Fall Guys is fun. Raid Jay score Squatch. See that right? Yep, perfect. Thank you guys for hanging out. And thank you for your patience. For me just kind of like shitting the bed yesterday and totally like missing the stream and, you know, having to postpone it another day. I appreciate y'all very much. I will be back tomorrow. We will make up for yesterday's lost stream, and I will be doing... yes, thank you, Mango. ! Raid. We can go say hi to J Squatch. I'll make up tomorrow's stream and skip Social Sunday and instead do The Last of Us. There is a very high probability we'll finish it tomorrow, but if not, we'll definitely finish it on Thursday. So we're coming up on the climax of the story. But we're gonna go see J Squatch. He is a good friend of the channel. He is currently fighting earring sarcoma, a form of an aggressive cancer of the bone, I believe. He's kicking ass and taking names, so it would really mean a lot to me if you could go show him some love. As a fellow cancer survivor, we just have like a shared bond, so it would mean a lot to me if you go and give him some love and give him some shit in his Fall Guy matches. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow, and as I so often say, be safe, stay sexy, and I love you all very much. Have a wonderful evening. Let's go say hi to J Squatch, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.